Well, looks like the league's over and done with. Now it's time to face Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League. On with the video. Hello everyone, Cambear Run here. Welcome back to FM26 with RB Leipzig. So yeah, we wrapped up the title. So last time you saw us was against FC Porto here. We did lose to Wolfsburg with very, very tired team. We ended up being about 10, but we were still up 10 points ahead of everyone else. All we had to do was beat Heidenheim, and we did that. We beat them quite comfortably. We have more been benefited by everyone else behind us, kind of screwing up repeatedly. I believe at the stages we've only lost about 3 games, but by comparison, Leverkusen have drawn 9 and lost 5. They're about 12 points behind us, and everything we've been doing so far has just come off. And it just works. You see there, 3 draws. Bayern Munich have been kind of rough. It's been a very, very funny time in the Bundesliga. Heidenheim is still kind of in their Werder Bremen are close to the European places. Mainz, Wolfsburg, and then I think it kind of normalizes around about here. The hilarious one is Dortmund being in 10th. They've been absolutely terrible this season under the new manager who left RB Leipzig, so my predecessor, that was supposed to lead them back to the Champions League places, and he's completely failed. So, what we're going to do today is that I'm going to play Eintracht Frankfurt off camera. I'm going to be Bayern Munich and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. If we get through to the final, that'll be a separate video. If we don't, I'll just play Bayer Leverkusen in the final game of the season. You'll get a 3-game episode. This, I'm willing to guarantee, is going to be the first time the Bayern Munich get a couple over us. So, our current situation is that we've got a ton of important players fucked, and Neco Williams is going to have to probably be brought off at half-time for Blaser. So we've got Ulrich, Vala, Tar, Getruda, Williams, Vermeeren, Gorna Duath, Diamande, Widrogo, Bakayoko, and Harder. Yeah, I know, but there's nothing I can do about that because I've got so many fucking injuries, and it's so frustrating. And I put Jan Diamande on loan Shelton, which I now kind of regret. And this is the home leg first. And if we lose this, we're going to be in a really bad position. Oh no, this is the away leg. The Allianz Arena. I thought for a moment it was the home leg we was talking about being a strong position for the second leg. We are going to mark Michael Elise. Look at that fucking team though. Like, Alfonso, you got Milas Villar, Alfonso Davis, Dean Schweden, Upamecano, Omar El Hilal is the only one I don't recognise. Joshua Kimmich, Shema Andres. That's another one I don't recognise, to be fair. Good header, but that's just going to go no one. You know, Luis Diaz, Pierre Semay is this guy who's just fucking scored. Oh, he is 4 stars. At fucking 19. Right. We are not gonna. The only reason I'm not gonna do it is because it drags out fullback, and that can be a problem. You've got to be. Fucking Tar just tries to flick the ball over Diaz, and Diaz just takes it. We've been absolutely dreadful this first half. We are going to demand more. I can't take this shit. This is going to be absolutely figures that, like, we dominated Bayern Munich in the league, beat them in the Super Cup. And, of course, the one fucking time they get the better of us is, of course, in the fucking Champions League. He's wasted that too long. He's not going to be able to get that. Oh, fucking... I thought he'd wasted the chance. But he's just fucking scored. To be fair, Bakayoko has been a huge bright patch in this game, in this season. Right, Vermeeren's having a bad time. Abdullah's going to come on, and I am just going to drop Babbage on for harder, because why the fuck not? Go on, lad. Right. I know we look very comfortable in possession. The problem is we look generally dog-ass out of it. Right. I mean, look at those stats. We've had more possession, but they've had far more shots. It's a good take by Vala, actually. Tar, what are you doing? Oh no. Oh. Fuck me. And that came from Taj being an absolute moron. Yeah, stop adjusting your socks. Take the fucking penalty. Obig went the right way as well. That's Kimmich. How old? Kimmich is like 30. I think I checked before. Kimmich is like 37 now. We're still going. Oh my, our fullbacks have been horrid. But then so's Tart. We've just been defensive. How are we this much of a red? That's a red. Wait, Zabani. I genuinely think I didn't see that. I was like, did that just say Sabani's come on to replace Zabani? I can't even put team as mentality positive as well because we don't have the energy for it. That was very on brand for Sweden as well. I think while he's been at Real Madrid, he's received like 3 red cards already. That was shit. Right, let's make some changes. Widrogo's been horrid on Baumgartner. And I think that's what we're going to have to do because of the fitness reasons. Katri's going to have to move out and we're going to put on a Huso. It was a terrible attempt at attack. Get the fucking ball off him. Jesus Christ. You're kidding me. They are down to... We're going to have to put positive on. They are down to 10 men and they've just fucking scored. Useless. Problem is, I don't even think I've got anybody that can... Yeah, no, I've got no one that can come on for him. Only thing I can actually do, if I go to my combined, switch over, and then just bring on Bazoo. Yeah, it's going to be Bazoozi. That's really embarrassing. They were down to 10 and we just let them score a third because no one wanted to tackle Smeyers. It's insane that I have put get stuck in on, and yet they never put in tackles. Right, I'm going to just skip straight ahead to the second game, the second leg. I'm going to sim through the Eintracht Frankfurt game off camera. Alright, it's time for the all-important second leg. I clicked insta-win on the Eintracht Frankfurt game. Baumgartner locked the fuck in and scored a hat-trick. Because that's the thing. So, we've got Jed Spence back from injury. The only player who can't really come back yet is Antonio Nusa. He's still got 2 days. I might risk him late on if I need goals. But we've got Ulrich, Vala, Target, Frieda, Spence, Vermeer, and Gorna Duath, Bakayoko, Baumgartner, Diamande, and Harder. Let's go. We need a big performance. Dean Schweden not playing for them will be interesting because he's obviously banned for the red card. Have a feeling we're going to be playing out the Bayer Leverkusen game in a 3-game one. I am not going to do that. I'm going to get hold of this fucking guy. Oh, and they got Ferran Torres as well. Fantastic. Look at that fucking team, man. Shema Andres, Lemmy Kamara. Yeah, Zabani is replacing Sweden. I think that's the only thing about their fucking team. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to bully their 2 holding midfielders. I wasn't exactly say expecting a win, but apparently there was no, just don't fuck it up. We need to score 2 goals right off the bat, which is going to be very difficult against this fucking Bayern team. Did anyone want to make a tackle at all? Or are we just not going to fucking... He's got 3 players around him and no one bothers to put the foot in. Again, it's the same problem. You put go in hard on and they just don't do anything. And it's so frustrating. Because you just end up watching your team just watches people pass around the block. Nuts. Yeah, we're doing very poorly. Probably Valis having another shocker. Oh, that's nice. That was so close to being nice. Picked up by Spence. And they plays the worst possible option for the pass. Harder's in here. Harder scores, and we are level. Now we just need to find another 2 goals again. I'm not playing for set pieces. We do have a set piece. All right. Oh, Diamande kind of panicked. He could have taken a touch to set himself there. Right, we need to get the good result from this corner. Not quite. That was not it. Oh, and we're in the lead. Harder scores again. That was actually really good for passing football. And we are not dead yet. I am going to make one change for fitness reasons. Now, if we can keep... Whoa. Let's not do that. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on... Thinking Drogo might be able to make an impact from the side. Come on, we can do this. I don't want to have to try and, like, play out the Bayer Leverkusen game. I would like to show, even if we don't win the final, which we probably won't because it's going to be one of Chelsea or Barcelona, and they're going to batter us. I would very much like to get an incredible win here. Spence, what were you doing there? Don't shoot. You had like 3 players to pass to in the centre and he just goes and blooters it. Really? Help. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Val off and put Neco Williams on. Don't let it die here, please. Even if we get it level. My dream is going to die here. It really is. It's going to die here with nothing to show for it. Bollocks. I don't. Right after. Right. That was the only. There was only one highlight in the second half, and it was Spence wasting a shot. We won on the night, but it was literally the first leg. Oh, that's actually depressing. Fuck, man. You know, I'm not too mad about it. We came back, we beat them at home. It's just a terrible performance in the first leg has absolutely screwed us there. I don't think Bayern Munich deserve to be in that final, I must say. Man. Right. Is it? Motherfucker, it's at the Millennium Stadium in Cardiff. Oh, and it's against Bayern, Barcelona as well. Shit. Right. I'm going to do 12.96 million is good, actually. I'm going to do the Stuttgart game off camera, and then we're going to come back for the game against Bayer Leverkusen. We'll get the final game of the season out of the way, and I'll talk a little bit about my plans for the summer. Anyway, give me a second. All right, it's time for the last game of the season against Bayer Leverkusen. Off camera, we drew 2-2 with Stuttgart. News from Bakayoko getting to the goals, but I think we ended up pissing away a 2-goal lead. Very annoying. Yep. So, you saw the team. We are pretty much going to play an 10 strong team. The only one giving Bakayoko a break, so we've got Diamande on the right wing. Because Bakayoko has played every single game of the season. He's starting to get tired. So Ulbrich, Spence, Getrida, Tar, Neco Williams, Asanwi Drogo, Abdullahu, Vimira, and Diamande, Nusa, and Bavic. Gorna Duath is not quite fit, and Vala is being given a break. Let's get the final result, a good result in the last game of the season. To mostly really show up by Leverkusen and get a 13-point gap. An 11-point gap. Oh, actually, no, yeah. 11-point gap to Bayern Munich now. So Leverkusen must have lost more points. I've said this is the thing, is like, it's not so much we've been good, although we have been very good, but I think we've drawn 4, lost 3 games. But us, like, everyone else below us has been nowhere near good enough. And you can see that with how wild, like, most of the mid... And they didn't fucking score... Oh, offside flag's gone off anyway. But you can see that with how packed the Bundesliga table is around the mid-table. Because so many teams have been dropping points to the likes of Bremen, Stuttgart, Augsburg, Hoffenheim, Dortmund. Holy crap, they're doing bad. That it's just become a huge problem. Even though relegation sides are like, there's nobody really, there's a drift of the last 3. But you'd like to Freiburg and Kaiserslautern still got 30 plus points from winning games. It's, it's so odd. Oh, that might be an offside. I think it's not. Oh no, that's been allowed. I don't know what's checking Abdullah. Abdullah was fine. It's just it was Redrogo. Oh my god! Look at the off. Yeah, look at the playing on side. Which idiot was that playing them on side? Okay, that was hilarious. Wasn't really bad giveaway. Gave up the ball. Hey, I thought that was going to be another pointless fucking shoots from the side, but no, he actually did score that. I think I think Diamande overall this season has scored like 10 goals. Better level like Bavic, who scored 11 just in the league and hasn't scored as well in the Champions League. I mean, my biggest outlet of goals is still Bakayoko. He scored something 19 goals for the whole season. You got like some Nusa, Widrogo chipping in. Vermeer scored about 6, I think. Um, we've actually had a very good goal output. Bavic scores. That's his 12th goal for the season. We're 40 minutes into this and we're ripping apart Bayer Leverkusen. This has been very, very good. I'm glad we can end on a high note, he says. Now watch as we concede 4 goals inside like the second half. Oh, God. I don't like the fact it started immediately with a highlight, must be said. Fuck me. Did anyone want to tackle Cavani there? Again, you put on get stuck in, and then nobody tackles when they get past the halfway line. So that's put a bit of a blemish on it. Oh, fuck. Right. Let's have a shift around. It's a good thing that's in the summer. But I don't think it's a tournament year. Wait, oh shit, no, it's a Euro year. That's Jed Spencer's chance of playing in the Euro's gone. Oh dear. Uh, hmm. Okay, so we're gonna make our first subs. We're gonna do the old switchy switchy. Then Noosa is gonna come off the back of Yoko, and then Gorna Duath is gonna come on for Abdullah, who, yes, I know he's not quite fit. He will be fine. Uh, and then I think that's it. That's what you get for dicking around with it. Jesus Christ. Ulrich came very, very close to scoring the stupidest own goal there. Done all that from fucking around with the ball too much on the edge of the. Ugh. Morons. Absolute morons sometimes. Yeah, we've actually been kind of dominated in this game. Still. Yeah, that'll be the last 2 changes. Oh, it's a good steal from Bakayoko. And then, to be fair, he just gets crowded out Babbage, but you can have a go, and then he fucking misses. He does not do well when he's faced with an open goal. Alrighty then. Well, that was a good end to the season. I'm impressed with Alfie Babbage, actually. He scored 1 goal in the Champions League. He scored, I think, 12 in the 12 in the league now. 1 in the Champions League. He's provided 3 assists. He's not been bad, actually, but it's an average of 6.9 when he probably should be a bit more. I mean, nice work everywhere, yeah. Right, that ensures we finish the season, I think, about at least 11 points clear. Check it later. Yeah, no, there we go. So what did Bayern Munich drew 0-0 with Kaiserslautern? So we finished the season 13 points clear at the top, having been the only team that didn't repeatedly score up. Look at that. 7 drawn, 3 lost. And then you look at 8 lost for Bayern Munich, 7 lost for Bayer Leverkusen, including now to us. We did the double over Bayern Munich. We won more games. Obviously, we won more games than anyone else in the league. Drew 7. Those were the 3 we lost, losing 3-1 to Werder Bremen, 2-0 to Wolfsburg, and 2-1 to Hamburg. We beat all of our division. I think we beat all of our divisional rivals. Yeah, the likes of we did the double up by Munich. We beat and drew 2 by Leverkusen. We've done perfectly all fucking season. So we've been basically the best team in the league by far. Crazy. 54.2 million for 52.40 million for winning the Bundesliga. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That's fine. The season is over, and he might even make it back for the Euros. Right, let's look at the budget. That's not terrible. That will also be bolstered by the sale of the likes of Xavier Schlager. Oh yeah, everybody's off now. Xavier Schlager, the likes of probably a lot of these players will be sold off. Yande Mande is probably going to be sold off as well, so you might find a bit of for him. It won't be bloody Charlton because I think Charlton end up getting relegated. They're cooked. So they will not be. Yeah, they will not be getting out of the league. They will not be buying Yandi Amande. But probably Yandi Amande and Schlager will be sold to help. I need to primarily. Most of this team is already still quite strong. I primarily need to get maybe a better starting left back rather than Vala, and a better goalkeeper, because then I can move Necker Williams off to the right hand side and keep that as a duo. Keep Gatredia as another centre back for another year. And that's primarily getting a better starting left back and a better goalkeeper, and then the rest of it I can just function with. If anyone else is, if any particular players come up, either on my recruitment tab or as out of contract. The one I'm already kind of looking at for a goalkeeper. Well, actually, no, I'm not looking very much for a goalkeeper. The only one I'm looking at potentially is you've got somebody came across a while ago and I cannot remember who it was. No, I don't think they've gone. And maybe at a stretch for Bergen, but again, that's very good. And look for maybe 80, it will cost a little bit more, but you can get something out of it. He looks quite good. Ooh. And I've got European football, and if I can sell off some players, he will 25. Perfect. Look at you, ready made. Cool. What we're going to do is we're going to add you to a short list. 3 months. You will be my main target over the summer for a new starting left back. Perfect. Cool. So yeah, I'm hopefully going to have a new goalkeeper. I'm going to have a new starting left back, and then maybe a few more additions. Maybe a new attacking mid. Depends who's available, how much I have to spend, and how much I can actually raise through player sales. Another thing I need to be mindful of is that Saudis are chasing Nusa. If they're willing to pay like something stupid like 100 million, I might just do it and take the cash. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, feel free to leave a like. If you want to see more, you can always subscribe. I've been Cambear Run, and thank you for watching.